The Earth is like a big magnet. Now, magnets always lose their strength. The Earth's magnet has lost 10% of its strength in the last 150 years. Well, that's normal for magnets to lose their strength, but that's interesting. That proves the Earth is not more than 25,000 years old. This is a limiting factor.
You know, that's interesting, Kent. I'm going to work on that for a while. You say that the magnetic field is declining, which, yes, it is true, it is. Well, first of all, the magnetic fields extend infinitely. There was something wrong with your picture there. You just had the two around the Earth, but they do extend infinitely. They just get weaker the farther you go. And the magnetic field was pretty much created by the currents in the core of the Earth, and the magnetic fields came about by that about 3,450 million years ago.
The magnetic field is declining, but that's because it's part of a pattern of reversals. It's getting ready to reverse. The magnetic field's declining and it's going to flip over. Nobody has a clue how it even could reverse. There is no proof it ever has, and there are no magnetic reversals locked in the ocean floor.
Okay, that is where you're semi wrong, I guess. We have proof that it happened. We just don't know how it happened. It happens about every 300,000 years, and it's due to the I don't know how to pronounce this, but basalt, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the flow of that, and that's basically this kind of igneous rock.
All the continents used to fit together. I get asked this question every week. Hey, Hovind, do you think all the continents used to fit together? I say, well, they didn't tell you they shrank Africa nearly 40% to make them fit, did they? I bet they didn't tell you they took out all of Mexico and Central America.
See, Kent, with Pangea, you have a lot of changes that go around with that, because when the visible ones on the outer layer, like above sea level, though when they were spreading apart due to the tectonic plates, they some of the dirt rose and some of it went under, and this keeps on happening. They didn't leave it out, it was just underwater.
The Earth is spinning about 1,000 miles an hour. 1,041.6 for you technical folks at the equator, but the Earth is slowing down. It actually is slowing down enough to create a problem. Every year to year and a half, they have to add a second to the clock because the Earth is slowing down. They call it a leap second. 1990, Pensacola News Journal said, we have to add a tick to the clock because Earth's rotation is slowing down. It says regular clocks use days as a measure which are going longer by 1,000th of a second or more daily as Earth's rotation slows. 1992, Astronomy magazine said, Earth's rotation is slowing down. June will be 1 second longer than normal. We will have a leap second. Leap second. Did you know we have a leap second about every year to year and a half? Because the Earth is slowing down. Now kids, this is going to be complicated, so listen carefully. The Earth is spinning, but it is slowing down. So that means that it used to be going faster. How many can figure this out now with no help? Okay. Well now, the Earth is only 6,000 years old. This is no problem. It was going a little faster when Adam was here. He wouldn't notice. He didn't have a watch anyway, as far as we know. But some of these guys want me to believe the Earth is billions of years old. Man, if you go back billions of years, the world was spinning real fast. Your days and nights would be pretty quick. Get up, go to bed, get up, go to bed, get up, go to bed. You never get nothing done. The centrifugal force would have been enormous. The winds would have been 5,000 miles an hour from the Coriolis effect. And you think dinosaurs lived 200 million years ago? Oh, I know what happened to them. They got blown off. No, they did not live 200 million years ago.
See, Kent, the reason why the Earth is slowing down is due to tidal acceleration. This was explained in the Thunderfoot video and in my previous one. See, water is very deformable matter, and see that's why when the moon's out, the tides are higher. That's why they're high tides, because the moon has this pull on it. Okay, and the Earth's rotation is faster than the speed that the moon rotates the Earth. Oh, I'm sorry, orbits the Earth. See, when it's going around, the moon is basically using the Earth's gravitational pull to kind of swing itself around, you know. But there's of course a lag due to the different speeds. But so you're saying that, oh, it used to be so much closer. And I forgot what I was going to say. See, back in Pangean times, it was very different. There's this big land cluster, and then there was water. The moon's, the Earth's speed was different back then. It was, I'm not quite sure what I'm going for. As the continents shift, the Earth's speed changes. The rotational speed changes due to the moon pull on the actual water, because there's a bigger area of water back in Pangean times.
It's pretty obvious it is growing. There's just no question about that. But they said, after studying it for years, they said, you know, the Sahara Desert is probably about 4,000 years old. Okay, I have no reason to doubt that, but I do have a question. If the Sahara is only 4,000 years old, why don't we have a bigger desert someplace? Why would the biggest desert on Earth be less than 4,000 years old? Well, I have a theory about that. Now here's my theory. I believe about 6,000 years ago, God created everything. 4,400 years ago, there was a flood. It's pretty hard to have a desert under a flood. Right? So the desert couldn't start growing until the floodwater went down. So I predict, based on the Bible, the biggest desert in the world will be less than 4,400 years old. It is.
The Sahara Desert. It's actually estimated to be around 5,000 years old, Kent. Okay? Not 4,000. That would kind of essentially prove you wrong, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, most scientists agree, and I agree with them, that oil comes from organisms that are squished. They're changed by heat and pressure into oil. Clear back in 1970, they learned how to make oil in 30 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes in the laboratory. In 1996, they set up a factory in Australia to turn sewage sludge into oil in 30 minutes. They opened up a factory in Texas a couple years ago, can turn almost anything to oil. They're taking turkey guts and turning it into oil with heat and pressure. Check it out, Discover Magazine, May of 2003. Sinclair Gas Company has the dinosaur as their logo. They say dinosaurs turn to oil. Yes, boys and girls, these dinosaurs mellowed for 80 million years. I don't think so. I have a theory about the oil. Here's my theory. I believe about 6,000 years ago, God made everything. 4,400 years ago, there was a flood. In that flood, lots of critters and people drowned. And they got covered up by the gravel and the rocks and the mud and the sand, and it got pretty heavy after a while, and it squished them into oil.
No, Kent. No. Absolutely not. No. They died. They would essentially become... See, water is the best solvent, okay? So, if you put these dead animals in there, they will become the dirt. Then they won't be squished by it, they will become the dirt. Okay? That is where you're wrong.